My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, I will be bringing to you a kind of recap to the events that happened during this course of sit at home in Biafraland. How the enemies, the terrorists, came to kill the innocent ones but could not engage with our angels. But before I dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you are new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, press that bell icon so that anytime I upload another video, you will be notified. Let's dive into it in details. So we are starting with this one where our eternal leader Ojuhu was addressing the military during the Biafran war, and listen and hear how it went down.
Okay. Open it and pack it properly. We'll load your rifles. If you have any problem, you pick your man, you move, you dash down, you pick your man, you move. When you away, no waiting of farm war, nothing. We haven't got it, but we are going to get this war to the end. Is that all right? Yes. Now, make sure that each time you are moving, that you are moving in the right direction. Don't bunch together. Savior, holy, 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 another Savior, another Savior. Holy, 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 another Savior. Holy, 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 holy.
The first massacre of Igbos in the north. We could. In that report, it was stated that the first group was 50,000. Then, later in the same year, the universal massacre that took place across the whole of Nigeria, including the north and parts of the west. We're talking in terms of 700,000 killed. So if it's figures we're looking into, certainly they were very heavy. What was the aim of that? And it was very simple, and the language might make people shudder or remember. It was to impose the final solution to the Igbo problem in Nigeria. That is, when there are no more Igbos in Nigeria, then there will be no problem. I think if one thinks back, sometime you will know who used that term, referring to who. The mere fact that you were an Easterner in those days labeled you fit only for one thing, death, and death at the hands of the Nigerian authorities. The Igbos and their associates were killed in practically every village in northern Nigeria. They were killed in many places in western Nigeria. They were in Lagos, even on Kata Bridge, the very center of Lagos. People were looked at and thought, oh, this looked an Igbo, and killed. The very first army officer killed in Lagos, actually, during that time was from Calabar. Was killed on the bridge, and so on. Igbos were being hunted out and killed. The Igbos that remained in Lagos after the war began were herded together and detained without any trial or anything, no question of any legal rights. Till today, property of Igbos are still sequestered in various areas of Nigeria, and they have not been released, not all of them, to the Igbos, the original owners.
Okay, my people, I believe you heard that, right? From our internal leader, okay, as we call him, Ojukwu. Now, you see what happened. That was during the war. You heard the voice, how they, geared on encouraging men. And after the whole thing, after many years, when Ojukwu was very old, okay, in his late years, and he was now explaining what happened during the war and all that. And you remember how a lot of things went down, right? But in this video, we are using it to remember our fallen heroes. Remember that they did not defeat Nigeria, they did not defeat Biafra. Remember, they did not defeat Biafra, okay? What they did was a genocide. They used hunger on innocent civilians, children, mothers, and whatsoever they could in the world today, that you cannot do it to any nation without the whole world crying and calling names out. They don't do such, but it happened in Biafraland, and they concealed it to today, that you can't even see Biafran genocide in anywhere in the history. They hid it. Only the people that witnessed it themselves are the ones that are telling the story. Some white people that are really humans, right? All right, so let's rush and see how it now went down during the Remembrance Day of the Biafran heroes, and the heroes that have gone and the ones that are still alive. Now, this one you will see on the sit at home day on the 30th. The terrorists on uniform came on the streets and started shooting innocent civilians. If people did not cover this shooting by terrorist government, they could easily say that it was a Biafran government in exile, and they will say that they are killing their own. But watch what is going on. This is the terrorists on uniform, call themselves zoo military, are the ones shooting what you are hearing right now. Okay, so that is what happened. Okay, they came and started shooting innocent people. Now, see, you can remember what happened in Finland. This is our PM, and remember that another Finland is coming up, and this one will be a groundbreaking, because there will be declaration of the restoration of Biafra. So let's listen to one of our own, an influencer on social media, what he said about Biafra.
That about 30th of May, that about Remembrance Day
of our foreign heroes. That as a Biafran day. When you go to Rome, you behave like a Rome. All this side of pattern of this Eastern influence. Say na fa bonde Biafrans. See well malufa. The water goes so if you get a flower, if you get a question na ako, they can end down the metata. So you know if you want movement. Even not at a bridge. If you want a movement, so I can say no. Oh yeah, Yana Boya Bojuku. He came down Navy. Oh yeah, Bojuku. If you are you Punyalia. But come you Punyalia, on a katana, on a kataka, the Ramwa, or choir. So, ever I not that up in a head bridge. Come on, somebody new update. What I go.
All right, my people. The guy is funny, but what he said is just simple truth. You can't force a people not to, respect what they are being known for. Okay, we say that we are these people. Respect us. That is who we are. This is our name. This is our culture. This is our identity. But they don't want us to, use the word Biafra. They don't want us to identify who we are. But they call their own Arewa. The Oduduwa people call themselves. And they even sing their national anthems. But Biafra cannot even mention Biafra. Talk more of singing national anthem. In Oduduwa, they mount their flag, the Oduduwa flag. You don't do that in Biafraland. All those things, Simon Ekpa has stopped it. And we are now showing them that we are capable to defend ourselves. That now is no longer 1967 to 1970. And they never defeated us. Okay? Even with all the arsenals and the allies that they had, because those ones were deceived. There was no media for Biafran people like we have today. See all the propaganda that they bring to the table today. Simon Ekpa, only him can use his Twitter and dismantle all those their rubbish propaganda. So he knows how to dismiss all those, debunk all those irrelevant claims that they normally lay. Let us move quickly to the next one. Just for you to refresh your mind about Musa lamentation about Simon Ekpa, and we will move immediately.
To this country, Simon Ekpa has become a menace to this country. So the country must act on it diplomatically. Finland is having a free way, encouraging him to do what he's doing. By his utterances and his actions, is affecting what is happening in Nigeria. We should never allow that, sir.
All right, you heard him from the terrorist general terrorist military of the zoo. We always call on the name of our PM Simon Ekpa. That is the problem of Nigeria and all that. But the criminals that are the terrorists terrorizing the people in the southeast, they are not the problem. It's Simon Ekpa. Even the Simon Ekpa they are calling is not even in Nigeria. Why can't they go after the people that they claim he uses people, right? They should go after the people that he uses, the ones that their hand can touch. If they are capable, if they have all it takes, why would they be crying over somebody that is not around? Go and apprehend the ones that he has been using, because he's not the one doing it, right? Go and apprehend them if they are irrelevant. You can't defeat a volunteered army. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this many years ago, and they never believed him. Let us listen to our PM, our Ohamadike, and the short clip about this.
Nigeria is the motto of Ottoman and Fodio that he used to conquer Hausa people. You don't know that? It is there. That's what they're using. You are fighting under the banner of your conquerors. My fellow Biafrans, the terrorist chief of defense staff, IGP, and all Nigeria terrorist service chiefs appeared at their great Islamic chamber called National Assembly, House of Representatives, to cry how Biafra have defeated them. They accused my helpless self, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in exile, of sabotaging security in the East. I do not know what kind of sabotage they are talking about, but I want to inform the world today that Biafra Liberation Army killed those who came to Biafraland to kill our women and children. They killed them, and they will continue to do that till the last day we will stay in Nigeria. The sabotage the Prime Minister of Biafra have done against the Nigerian terrorist state is that I rose up to defend the defenseless. I rose up to speak and give voice to the voiceless. I rose up to say enough is enough. You have killed enough and somebody has to do something. That is the sabotage they are talking about. The sabotage that the terrorist Nigerian army we are talking about today is that Simon Ekpa rose up to stop the Islamization of Biafra, to stop the expansion of the Islamic State in the eastern region of Nigeria. That is the sabotage they are talking about. And if that is what they know to be sabotage, I will be sabotaging them 100 times a week, 200 times a day, 300 times a week. As long as we continue to remain and fight for our freedom from Nigeria, this particular sabotage is globally acceptable.
Okay, my people, you heard from our PM and our Hamalike, one of Biafraland. So we move over to the next one.
This is Alu Delesoka. Today's date is 30th of May 2024.
So for you guys,
Biafrans are sitting at home. In remembrance for our dead heroes. All the shops are sealed, all of them. Not even one is open. Not even one.
Okay, my people, that is how it went down on the 30th. Sit at home. Everywhere was lock and key. And the news came. Breaking: the Biafra Liberation Army has neutralized many terrorist army in former Imo State as they came with armored tanks and foot terrorist soldiers. After they collected enough woto in the morning, they came back with fighter jets. The BLA engaged it ruthlessly, and that is how it always happened. When they come, our angels will engage them and they will run away. Next thing, they will go and gather innocent people and showcase them as people that they apprehended, and that is how they do. So, and breaking news from our PM, it says massive winning and massive voting. Remember to vote while you sit at home. Today, that's what happened, and you remember that over 30 million voters came out from this voting on the 30th. So these are our people, they sang for our PM. So but we move to the next one. Okay, you guys should watch this small clip, how the criminals, military, always come to kill our innocent people.
Waiting there that bush na people. Waiting there that bush na people we don't die.
Okay, you heard him. People that they killed. Okay, the people that the terrorists massacred, they will carry them out, and that is how some people get missing in Biafraland. These terrorists will come and kill them. This terrorist is the government terrorist on uniform. We come and kill innocent people, carry them without trace, and that is how they will go and bury them. That is happening in our land, and people will think that we should fold our hands and allow them to continue perpetuating this heinous act. God forbid. The terrorists are on the run in former Abia. Let's watch the video.
Look at the unknown gunmen just attacked the military.
I mean, show you with you. You're black and down.
Now, when I do push it for I really like fear. You can see that's the junction. It's on fire now. The unknown gunmen, they came there and they set that place ablaze. You see, they killed all the military men there. All the military men there on the checkpoint. Look at.
Okay, my people, you heard it yourself. The men on the ground engaged the terrorists and neutralized them in self-defense, because they are killing our innocent people. So you will see where they shot one young guy, just like that. And PM wrote, Nigerian terrorist state doing what they know how to do best, killing innocent Biafrans. But when they see armed BLA, they run away. That's what they do. They can't challenge people that are fortified with arms, right? Let's hear what happens here. So, what happened to the guy? They shot him. Innocent guy. So PM wrote here, the resistance fighters are in high spirits, decimating the terrorist states. Let's hear them.
This army man, the only surviving person here, like he was the only person that ran away. He was the only person that ran away.
So my people, you heard it. The angels engaged the terrorists and buried many of them. I think only one person could escape, and that was just for him to go and tell the story by himself. And now see the photo of the day. See one of our angels fortified with chain. See how fortified he is. So my people, you see that this costs a lot. That's why supporting BLA and defense force is always paramount to what we do every Saturday of the week. There is fundraising, there is visits, there are so many avenues that the government has brought for the citizens to be funding this liberation, because Zoo has that money. We don't have, but God is helping us. So let's do well to support in what our PM and his cabinet are doing. We move over to the next one. You can see another picture. These are men. See how they have gallantly positioned themselves. Okay. So we move over to the next. See where men are getting ready to engage with terrorists. You see men. You see chains. These are not. You see when they showcase all those. People that we get, they show you hunter gun. The kind of guns that you are seeing here, you can agree with me that these are not toy guns. These are chain bullets. Okay, I don't know their names actually, but I know that these are sophisticated, right? We move. So PM broke out the news. The new fighter jets couldn't deliver today. They came now with Tokano Kuba Highway. So they have been coming with their jets to bombard our people, but they are not getting them. So see another photo of the day. Our men position themselves, in preparation to combat the terrorists. So let's listen to this man that does not even qualify to be a journalist or a broadcaster or whatever he is. He's not qualified. Analyst. He doesn't know how to talk. He talks like a pig. Just listen to him. Always obsessed with our PM. And listening to hear him talk like fool he is.
I said, can you say with finality that the sit-at-home syndrome has been defeated? The governor initially didn't answer the question, and I put it back to him. I said, I asked you a definitive question, sir. Can you say with finality that the sit-at-home syndrome has been defeated, especially in the hinterland? Again, he tried to show me that, yes, progress has been made. Didn't you see people moving around? So I was worried because the Biafra Day celebration is a day like no other. But where a group that has been proscribed is telling people to go on holiday, the question you ask is, where did it derive that legitimacy from?
Yeah.
To tell people, no, today don't go out. We are celebrating, we are remembering our fallen heroes and all that. To make matters worse in this matter, Simon Ekpa, on his part, said the sit-at-home is not going to be for one day, that it will be from the 29th to the 31st of May. Now you can imagine keeping people in their homes, telling people not to go out for all those days. How would people feed? How would they survive? They staying indoors for a people who were very enterprising.
You see, when you listen to this man, somebody may think that he is a very caring man, that he loves the Igbo people. Oh, he was asking how could they survive in that condition. This is a man that hates Igbos so much. You know what hatred is? He has it in his heart. Hatred against Igbos. During P2B, he was opposing him without any even reason, just because he hates Igbos. He hated Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He says a lot of ill things against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He hates Igbos generally, but he will come and say, no, he doesn't hate Igbo. No, people think that he hates Igbos. Why he is saying people think is because the people see how he says things that he alters and know that this man hates Igbos. But now the same man is telling you, how can people feed? What will they do? An enterprising set of people. These people don't care about you. They are just playing to the gallery, just playing for their pockets. Okay, they are supporting the terrorist government. They are not even talking about why are these people agitating. They are not even concerned that it's only Nigeria that proscribed IPOB, never proscribed in anywhere in the world. They never bothered about it. And you say that this man is a journalist? If you see how he sounds, does this one sound like someone that even passed his school very well? And he's talking, every time he's talking like somebody that is sleeping. This is the product of the zoo system of government. So anytime I hear from this man, it pisses me off. He is always talking rubbish. I don't blame PM. Says that this one is. Let's read what PM wrote. He says this is a new AZ that is now obsessed with Simon Ekpa. Exactly. He is obsessed with anything Igbo. He is just a fool. I'm telling you. And they will say we are insulting elders that don't have respect for themselves. we move over to the next one. So this is Daily Post reporting Biafra Brigade claims 30 million voted during self-referendum. If you like, say claim, that one concerns you. The people told you how many people that voted and you are calling it claim. During your own zoo, did we say that you people claimed? You voted and you called your result. Did anybody argue with you? Now we voted and we called our results. It's still going on. No, it hasn't finished. Because you people will hear the shocker during December declaration. So let them keep crying. PM now says here, listen to these idiots when they are massacring Biafrans on daily basis. These idiots pretend everything is good, and now every one of them shouting Simon Ekpa, who is responsible for the killings across Nigeria, or those people in the north, and needle bells are not humans. The other Olodo lady said they for years have not built any hospital or school, and here are destroying the one they built. Was it Simon Ekpa the reason for not building anything in Southeast over the years? My PM, please ask how. Let us listen to these ones.
Simply tackle this issue, not just to condemn, not just to come to the media and say we condemn in strongest term. We want to see action being done, because Nnamdi Kanu said if he is released, just give him I don't know, is it 10 seconds or some seconds that he's going to everything 2 minutes. Right. He's going to everything's going.
But things have changed as it is. So how are we?
If what can bring peace to Southeast is to bring down someone, what's it called?
Simon
Ekpa. To bring it down to Nigeria and make him face, to prosecute him and face the wrath of the law for killing the people of the Southeast.
I mean, you in the past how many years you haven't built schools or hospitals or anything, yet you are destroying the infrastructure that is on the ground for people to use. It's unfortunate, and we hope that a decisive action is taken to address this matter, like you rightly pointed.
Okay, my people, first of all, let us take it one after the other. Okay, the young man started talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. All of a sudden, these people are loving Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, that he said if he will be released for 2 minutes, that the whole thing will stop and all that. That's what he's saying. And the woman said that things have changed. But this man said, okay, let them bring Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. What I don't really understand with all these people when they begin to talk all this nonsense is these people are even directly and indirectly encouraging kidnapping. They are telling them that they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu Nindu. None of them are questioning the kidnap, but they are now encouraging the zoo terrorist government to still go for Simon Ekpa, even the way that any way they can, let them go after him and bring it, because they know that legally it's not possible to extradite a citizen of another country, because now Simon Ekpa is not a citizen of Nigeria. He actually burnt his Nigerian whatever that he had before. He burnt it. He doesn't have a document of Nigeria again. He has Finnish passport for many years, so he is a Finnish citizen. So Finnish takes responsibility of him. They can't send him back to Nigeria for anything in the world. They know that. And if they know that, why are now they insisting on bringing him down? That is, they are encouraging kidnapping. They are encouraging rendition, which is the highest level of kidnap. Extraordinary rendition, which they did to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have not finished talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which for 3 years they have not actually discussed his case, because they cannot talk about a case that is faulty, in a court. They know that they can't. They don't have that jurisdiction. They don't have that right to judge something that is illegal. Trying to judge it legally is not possible. These so-called journalists are not talking about things like that, but they are after to still commit crime to bring somebody back. Why can't they ask, what are these people even agitating for? Because these guys are not even massacring the masses, the communities, like they do in the north. They are agitating for something. They know, but they are playing to the gallery of the zoo government. Anyway, that one is their cup of tea. And the woman says that he did not build hospital, did not build all these things. He's destroying the one they built. Can you imagine? Is Simon Ekpa the governors for many years in the southeast that's supposed to build hospital? It's really annoying. Let's move over to the next one, my people. So my people, these are our gallant men. Okay, they are just celebrating because they have defeated the zoo. Okay, they defeated them. They are just carrying propaganda on social media, which PM is actually the chief owner of the social media, so they can't do anything. So we are winning. You see our gallant men, they are joyful. So PM announced a break-in. Intel from Biafran National Intelligence Service suggests that the Nigerian terrorist army are planning massacre of Biafra people in Aba. Any further killings of Biafrans in any part of Biafraland and in Aba, to be precise, will come with heavy consequences. Any attack by the terrorists will also be resisted. The Biafra Defense Force Aba Command has been put on the highest level of alert. We call on civilians to stay away from checkpoints and from the zoo army reports any movement of these terrorists. Info at Biafra Republic Government.org. So my people, anytime you see any kind of movement of these terrorists, please contact the Biafra government so that they will send our angels to come and deal with these criminals. Okay, they are well fortified. Okay,
they do. They're still arresting anybody's. Oh, see my neighbor. Oh my God, my neighbor survived. Thank God. You don't care who you fucking are.
Okay, my people, you see what is going on. They are packing innocent civilians.
Jeez.
These terrorists are packing innocent men and women. See our children. See what is going on. They are packing them, and they will pack them and kidnap them. PM now says here, we demand immediate release of these innocent Biafrans being kidnapped by the Nigerian terrorist military, or else the coming days the calamity will befall the terrorists, not only in Aba but across Biafraland. These guys are just terrible. Terrible. Within 48 hours, if they are not released, we will open the highest gate in Abia. So PM has commanded. And PM wrote and says, this is not the time of Wazirike and IPOP Nigeria. Adoption and kidnapping of innocent Biafrans in Aba will come with heavy consequences, and he tagged the terrorist military. PM is very, very proactive, and he is still giving report. I call on Biafrans to stand very strong, don't succumb to their intimidation. The adoption and kidnapping killings by Nigerian terrorist army should strengthen our resolve against them. So he's still telling people, instead of you to start saying, you see, your activities are what is bringing this military, you should stop. This is why they have kept us in bondage for many years. So he is telling people not to be intimidated by all these their shenanigans of kidnapping our people and trying to subjugate our people into their corrupt terrorist governments. So this is even what should make us to get more angry and fight for liberation of ourselves. You have been crushing them, okay? The militaries are crying now, so they brought news and says killing of 5 soldiers. Okay, they said they killed their 5 soldiers. Nigerian military vows to crush IPOP, says response will be fierce. That's always the talk, okay? And meanwhile, it's not about IPOP, it's our angels. PM has been telling them, call our name, you are talking rubbish. So the military released their press statements, and they say press release on attack on troops of Operation Udoka at checkpoint in Abia. Okay, so PM now responded, overall it must be reiterated. Okay, that is PM quoted what they tweeted, and okay, so PM just told them that after writing all those junk, you know, PM says that Biafrans are not. So in this write-up, okay, in this write-up they admitted that Biafrans are not with them, okay, and PM said, oh, they know, so why are they bothering themselves? The people know who are fighting against them and who are fighting for them. The terrorist army planned attack on Biafrans will be ruthlessly resisted. It is the right time. Every Igbo Biafran understands that you must stop supporting a system where armed resistance fighters will defend themselves against terrorist army, and they will retaliate on innocent people they claim they are protecting instead of going to the people, okay, that they should go after. It must be abolished. It's really sad that even our people are still even not reasoning it. If the zoo government really cares for you, or the so-called terrorist military, why would they come and start killing innocent people, burning the houses of people? If they really care for their citizens, as they call them, forcing our Biafran people to be their citizens, why would they come and still burning their houses, killing them for nothing? And you don't want to get mad, get angry to resist them. So that's what PM is telling them. They should stand and resist that heinous act that these people are perpetrating. So another video. This is the Nigerian terrorist state military fighter jets, but they can't deliver. So let's watch where our men, we are videoing it.
In one hand, they go up. In don't turn. Don't turn. Don't they go down? Don't they go down? Don't they go down for that side? I won't go turn again. You don't finish. Now this I in the yeah, you know do you believe here now? I think you know do you believe say people there here now that place be the target. I got it, Baba Choya. But do you know say if this not today here, we go fire this thing now. Don't be here in front done. You want done again. Now done we want to. Shoot now, he don't blow, he won't finish. Ready, Mukayo!
So my people, you guys, you heard how our men are engaging the terrorists. So this is what they face every day in the hands of these terrorists. So we have to support them in any way we can. Okay, that's why we are fortifying them, because what excites them is when they look and see that they are fortified, they can now brag. Okay, we can see this news now. Okay, Vanguard, it says live or die, ISWAP gives quit notice to Borno communities. You see, ISWAP, the known terrorists in the world, are there. They are not doing anything to them. They are now giving notice to citizens, community. And PM says why the government terrorists are warming up in Biafraland. Their Islamic State are sacking communities in the north. They are not bothered about that at all. They are not. If you know, you know. Of course. Their own problem is Biafra and nothing more. See our wonderful PM and our Chief of Staff. This is a wonderful picture moment in Finland. So this paper carried Biafran self-referendum records over 30 million votes. Bricky. So our news is making wave on the internet, right? So this is the last news. Our gallant men are jubilating. PM says BLA Dragon Squad say we should drop another video that men are gallantly ready. So the men are ready for the terrorist military. They say they are coming and the men are fortified, waiting for them. So that is where we are going to wrap it up, my people. Okay, you can see what has gone through, where we have started, and what happened during the course of this our celebration and remembrance of our gallant heroes and heroines, right? Both the ones that are alive and the ones that are dead. And remember that PM made a remarkable speech on the 30th, which the video will still be dropped in this channel. So if you have followed me all through this memory lane and you have enjoyed it, kindly click that subscribing button. Okay, if you have not subscribed to the channel, press that like icon. Okay, give me like and share the video. Until I come your way next, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Shalom.